In the early 2010s, a subtle shift began in electronic music. Female voices started shaping the emotional identity of what would become the synthwave movement. A movement that was intimate and personal, small studios, analog textures, and reflective songwriting. Class Actress set the tone with the Journal of Ardency, blending dreamy vocals with retro synth pads to create something sensitive and cinematic. These early pioneers showed that synthwave didn't have to be aggressive or purely nostalgic. It could be personal, atmospheric, and emotional. Electric Youth created the defining emotional template for modern synthwave. The track On My Own delivered everything the genre would become known for: floaty vocals, warm analog pads, and bittersweet melodies that felt like scenes from a film drenched in neon. The feminine vulnerability of the work showed producers and artists worldwide that synthwave could have heart, not just style. It opened the door for a softer, more dream-pop-informed branch of the genre. This foundation became the blueprint many artists followed, giving the sound its romantic, cinematic, and timeless character. By the mid-2010s, the scene has its first true icon. Nina defined female-fronted synthwave with her breakout song Beyond Memory, co-written by Lau and produced by Sunglasses Kid and Richard X. With crystal-clear delivery, soaring melodies, and modern retro production, she established the template fans now recognize instantly. Prism contributed anthemic energy through songs like Sleepless Nights, while Megan McDuffie shaped the cinematic side of the movement with Primal. Together, these artists turned a niche aesthetic into a vibrant global community. As the genre evolved, more distinct voices emerged. Magdalena Bay added indie pop shimmer with neon, merging synthwave with art pop sensibility. Primo the Alien brought futuristic power to Tamcop 1983's My DeLorean, giving the scene a bolder edge. These artists, as well as Jesse Fry, Dana Jean Phoenix, Roxy Drive, and Yoda, to name a few, widened the sound beyond nostalgia, proving female-fronted synthwave could be dreamy, dark, cinematic, futuristic, and everything in between. Then the mainstream caught up. As neon pop rose globally, female artists began pulling directly from the synthwave palette. Robin's blueprint of Dancing on My Own brought electronic melancholy to the charts. Churches fused modern pop with shimmering 80s textures in Clearest Blue, as well as visionary Tuvalu with No One Dies From Love. Even superstars like Taylor Swift used neon-drenched sounds in Style, and Katy Perry adopted retro arps and glossy pads in Never Really Over. These songs echoed the mood crafted by the synthwave underground. Suddenly, what had lived in niche corners of the internet was influencing global pop production. As we discussed in previous videos, the 80s never really ended and continued to influence and inspire our culture. Why do you think this is the case with this decade in particular? Today, female-fronted synthwave is more than a subculture. The genre has become a global sonic and visual vocabulary used across music, film, TV, gaming, fashion, and beyond. Independent female artists not only pioneered the sound, but shaped its emotional core, giving it heart, weight, and cinematic depth. The catalog defined how nostalgia and futurism could blend into something timeless. Modern pop continues to pull from the aesthetic. The movement quietly built a world so evocative that the mainstream couldn't help but follow. The future synthwave still glows, and its brightest voices are female.